How's everybody doing today? Al Padilla here, another guitar lesson for you. This is a lesson about building your chord vocabulary. I've done a few on this already, but these are new chords. So it's important we keep expanding the different chords that we know so we can expand and play more things. So the chords we're working with today is we're working with an F major. We're also working with a C dominant 7, it's another chord. And then we're also working with a G minor. And we're also working with the D minor. So the key that we would be in is the key of F major. So now we're also going to apply a few scales and one arpeggio here. So in the beginning what I was playing is an F, but the F I was playing is right here. Looks like a D, but the root's actually right there with your ring finger. Looks like a D root, right? So now right off the bat I have that. You can see with my thumb, kind of strum down, pick, pick, strum down, pick, pick, pick. I like using my ring finger there. Then right away, I do different things. Sometimes I'll kind of to an F. Okay, so all this is an F idea. Now that scale was right here. I began right here on the 5th fret, 5, 6, 8, then taking it down on 3rd fret, quickly, kind of like that. Then straight down this major scale, Ionian, F. But now when I do my F down here, I formulate this. So here's the F on a root, and that's an open G. Then right there, that note's a C, right? The 5th of the chord. And then a G, okay? So I guess that'd make it like an F2. So again, starting from the beginning, F with those tricks. I kind of slow down into it to go to the root. Pointer finger on that C right there. Middle finger's doing absolutely nothing. Okay. Then right after this, it's a 9, F9, when you have the finger there, the pinky finger. So when you came from here, I guess you could call that an F9, F9. Then F9, F, hammer pull onto that 3rd fret right there. Okay, then back to the F. So altogether the idea, then here's my next chord is a C7, which is going to be that. But instead of going straight into the C7, I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to kind of... Now what that was another F9, where I power chord, right? Then it's not adding the octave, it's actually adding the 9 or the 2 of the scale. And the scale again is this major Do, Re, Mi scale. You might want to just take time and just learn that, practice that. A lot of my playing and ideas are constructed off of that scale. So anyway, you can see how this 9 chord right here are all notes within this major scale. And then that takes you to my C. So again, this idea was do the 9 chord, then when you're here, work your way down the scale. Scale, scale, resolution. And that's our next chord, which is the C. But I'm going to use my ring finger there, so it allows me to have the freedom to, there it is, construct this chord. So the idea, ring, pinky, or I use my index finger to the high E. It's a nice little hammer pull thing. I'm hammering onto the 3rd fret of the B, pull, then resolve back to the note right there on the chord. So again, you can take your time with it, and there's the C idea, okay? Next idea is going to be the G minor. Okay, now this, I can see my G's right here, which is, right, thinking about it in an octave. So here's my G, so I slide into the G. I literally just take my hand off of the C, and I just slide into the G, using a classical, right, index, ring, pinky, and then kind of strumming with my thumb, hammer pull off onto the 5th fret right there. It sounds nice. Then take it to a G minor. So that's a G minor right there. Kind of thinking about like the cage system. So here's G minor. Then the next G minor up in the cage system would be boom right here. Okay. So normally we think the major, but that's at a key, right? We have to have that. This is the 2 chord, I believe, of the key. F G, yeah, 2 chord. So anyway, so sliding it into it, remember? Has a nice sound when you have that slide. Now my picking here, or I either use the thumb straight down, the pointer finger up, up, or I do kind of like a sweep kind of, and then use my ring finger to get that. Same thing with a sweep, thumb, index, like my ring, hammer, pull, in, up with the index. Thumb. A lot of different ways, combinations. You're gonna have to kind of get creative here on that yourself. Okay, then after this, arpeggio, we're gonna go to F. Okay, so this arpeggio here, because since I came from the G, it puts my pinky right on this place where I can do this really simple arpeggio where I just go straight up on the D, I'm straight up on the B string, 10th fret, up again on string G, 10th fret, over to that 7th fret, up to that 7th fret, over to that middle finger on that 8th fret right there, then finish it off on that D, sliding down to an F major 7. So this is a D minor arpeggio. You might want to just take time to get used to it. I just use my index with this hand all the way up. Kind of like that. So again, this is a D minor arpeggio. Resolve, boom, boom. Now, our idea started here. Now the way I'm going to get back there now is I'm going to, again, think about this scale, right? This major scale. But I'm going to construct this shape. That takes me right back to where we started, the F. So what that shape was, again, is that 9, that F9 power chord, then kind of like 2 power chords. Think about the scale, walk it down. Then from here, I'm going to do the same thing. Up. So I'm still kind of walking down, start here now. So I'm always kind of just doing that, boom, 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 up. So again, formulating around the shape of this scale. That takes me perfectly to there. arpeggio, F major 7, F major, C, G. Okay, now I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do some sextuplets. So these sextuplets now, these are ideas of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, brings me right back to my F where I started. These sound really nice too. Leading tone, back to there. So that was here, fret 10, fret 8, fret 6, same thing above on the B string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can practice it 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that second pair of sextuplets is right here on 8, 6, 5, 8, 6, 5. Same thing above, sorry. Then 6, 5, 3, 6, 5, 3. The leading tone's right there, and that takes me back to where I started. Every time I do that a little differently, just gotta get creative with it. That F, C, G minor, C, up the scale, so keep watching the video. There's a lot of different things you're going to pick up every single time you watch the video, and you might need to stop and then practice certain things into certain individual things. For example, just the scale, just the arpeggio, working just the G hammer-on, the G minor hammer-on things, and you can apply it to your own playing in different ways. You can change the timing, which is important to make it work for you. Have space when you play. Don't think you have to keep everything right on the beat, because that's not necessarily true, especially when you're playing like an acoustic guitar by yourself. And please hit the subscribe button and check out the next videos that I got coming up.